12. Today we are going to discuss topic immunity from chapter 8, human health and disease. Immunity. It is the ability of the body to fight against disease causing agents. So students, immunity actually is the ability or the capability of the body in which the body is able to resist against various disease causing agents like bacteria, virus, protestas like Entamoeba stolidita. It is of two types, active immunity and passive immunity. So students, we can easily notice here that the immunity is of two types, which is active and passive. Now students, we can understand the concept of immunity with the help of this picture also, where it is mentioned about immunity which is of two types, active and passive. Active immunity. It is the immunity which is rendered by the body. It takes time to get activated. So students, active immunity is actually the immunity which is provided by the body. Now students, active immunity takes time to get functional. That is, active immunity does not start functioning in a very short period of time. So for the active immunity to become functional, body requires a short period of time. So students, this concept of active immunity we can understand with the help of this picture, where you can notice the cells and the microbes which are infecting the cells. So students, to eliminate these microbes, you can notice here neutrophils, macrophage, antibodies, killer cells, dendritic cells are there which acts on the microbes and thereafter eliminate it. So students, this is the example of active immunity because these all cells remains present inside the human body. Passive immunity. It is the immunity which is rendered by external sources. It does not take time to get activated. It is the following two types: natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. So students, passive immunity is actually the immunity, that is the disease fighting capability of the body, which is provided by the external sources. So students, passive immunity does not takes time to become functional, that is, the time we take the help of external sources to fight against the disease causing agents, then this type of disease fighting capabilities which is provided by the external sources becomes functional quite readily in our body, that is, it does not take huge period of time. Students, passive immunity is of two types, natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. So students, the best example of the natural passive immunity is the breastfeeding, which you can see here, that the mother is providing milk to the fetus, that is the newborn baby, and the antibodies which mother has developed in her body, she is transmitting this to the baby. So students, breastfeeding is one of the example of natural passive immunity, because the antibody which the mother has formed, she is transmitting it to the newborn baby, and baby is getting this antibody from the mother. So for the baby, the immunity is natural passive immunity, because the antibody is naturally synthesized in the body of the mother. Students, now let's discuss the artificial passive immunity, where the disease fighting capability is being taken from the external sources in the form of medicines or in the form of serum or vaccine. So students, this disease fighting capability which is provided by the external sources and which is not synthesized in the body naturally, then it is called as artificial passive immunity. So students, the example of artificial passive immunity will be serum, vaccine, medicines, etc. Antigen, it is foreign proteinaceous material which triggers immune system against itself. So students, antigen actually is a material which is made up of protein and remains present outside the body, that is why we call it as foreign material, and which triggers, that means which starts the immune system, that is the disease fighting capability against itself. So students, we can understand the concept of antigen if we concentrate on this picture, where we can easily notice the antigen which is the foreign proteinaceous material, that is antigen is made up of protein, that is why it is called as proteinaceous, and foreign because it is present outside the body. So students, when this foreign proteinaceous material will enter inside the body, then the antibodies which are the proteinaceous materials synthesized by the plasma cells starts eliminating the antigen. That is why here it's written triggers immune system against itself, that is starts the disease fighting capability of the antibodies against itself. Antibody, the specific protein which are synthesized by plasma cells and help the body to fight against the disease causing agents. is called as antibody. So students, antibody actually is a protein which is quite specific and which is synthesized by the plasma cells and which help the body to fight against the disease causing agents, which is called as antibody. So students, let's understand the concept of antibody with the help of this picture. Students, if you concentrate on this picture, then you will be able to notice that there are presence of light chain and heavy chain, and both of these two chain form the integral component of antibody. Students, you can also find that there is presence of sulfide disulfide bond which acts as a bridges between the heavy chain. Students, you can also find the antigen binding site which remains present in the antigen, and the variable region and the constant region in the heavy and the light chain. Students, now let's discuss a very important question. What is antigen antibody complex? The interaction between the antigen and antibody during the infection is called as antigen antibody complex. Thank you, students.